The court is going to find you guilty. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. With regards to punishment, state, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, we're asking for the 10 years in prison.
Defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, I asked that he be sent, continued on probation and sent to ISF for a period of time to get his thoughts together.
The court is going to find you guilty. The court will sentence you up.
All right, guys. This one is absolutely crazy. We've got a defendant in court today, and he's about to find out whether he's walking out with just probation or getting slammed with the full 10 years behind bars. Here's the deal. He caused a serious crash that left his passengers badly injured, and then just took off. Left them there like, who does that? That's not just messed up, it's a felony. Leaving the scene of an injury accident is no joke. And from the look on the judge's face, today's not the day to test the system, Dad, so what do you think? Is he going to catch a break, or is this the moment everything changes for him? If you're into jaw-dropping courtroom drama, don't forget to like and subscribe. Now let's rewind and break down how this wild story all began.
You're charged with failure to stop and render aid, serious bodily injury. That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you have a car accident and your go-to is to leave. Why would you leave a car accident?
Everybody had left and I just left myself.
Well, no, everybody didn't leave because there were two people remaining in the car, trapped, and somebody had to help them out. So why would you leave injured people behind in the vehicle?
I was one of those people injured in the car. And then I got out. They held me out, and then I walked home.
Okay, this is not where he's going to pretend he wasn't driving, is it?
We're pleading no contest, Your Honor.
Okay. So again, why would you leave someone behind in a vehicle that's injured?
God, did you go to where they were sitting in the curb and speak with them?
No.
Okay.
No. Did you call for help for anyone? Why not?
Just ignorant.
You see, let me just tell you what I know about life from my time on the planet. And I think I can say this because I have more of my life behind me than in front of me.
Yes.
Is that big things somehow ends up snowballing for young people into bigger things. Number one, there shouldn't have been any speeding. Number two, nobody should have taken any drinks and driven. And number three, if there's an accident, you call somebody. If you would have stayed and helped, if you would have called somebody, guess what? We wouldn't be here for a failure to stop and render aid. So how are you getting around town without driving?
I take the bus. I'll walk if I have to. I have a daughter that I have to support. So
How old is your daughter?
she just turned 1, March 13th.
Are you and the mother together or no?
Sort of. We talk. We're not married, so we don't live together.
How far did you go in school?
I stopped at 11th grade.
Why?
Just struggling with my family.
What does that mean?
Like, I have to take care of my little brothers sometimes, most of the time, because my mom is just not healthy. So I'm really like their dad, and I'm always there to help them out and stuff like that. So
What do you mean she's not helping? Where is she?
she lives with her mom. Yeah, she lives with my grandmother.
And so how old is your little brother?
My little brother, he's 13.
So where is your little brother living?
He lives with me with my uncle.
So was Child Protective Services involved?
Yeah, they're talking to my mother right now. So there's a case, I think, that's open with my mother.
So what are you planning on doing for the rest of your life? Are you going to be working at Bohannon's or are you doing something else?
No, I was gonna work at Bohannon's for a little bit until I get my own apartment, and then get my GED and eventually try to join into the military with my friend.
So now this guy, the same one who caused the crash and ditched his injured passengers, is standing in court talking about how he wants to turn his life around, join the military, and basically become a hero. I mean, nice speech, But let's not forget the facts. He left people behind after seriously hurting them. That's not exactly the blueprint for a role model. The law isn't built on second chances, it's built on accountability, and a felony hit and run with injuries that can get you up to 10 years in prison. The judge isn't exactly looking impressed either. They've heard every excuse in the book, and this one's no different. Now he's bringing up his rough childhood, like that's supposed to be a free pass. And yeah, a tough upbringing is real, but let's be honest. Plenty of people go through hell growing up and still choose not to put others in danger. Your past might explain your behavior, but it sure doesn't excuse it. And it definitely doesn't wipe the slate clean when lives are on the line. So what do you guys think? Is the judge buying the sob story, or is this guy about to get hit with the full 10 years? Let's jump back in and see how this plays out.
Well, I always tell people you can't keep saying you're gonna, because your Ghana's gonna wake up and 5 years of your life will have passed you by. You understand? Cats 1 and 2, was there some sort of theft involved? Is there a reason for cats 1 and 2?
The case that was CIC was a burglary of a habitation, Judge.
All right, so here's the thing about burglary of habitations, right? I haven't been presented with any evidence, so I don't know what it says. But what I do know is that entering people's homes without their permission, it's going to end up resulting in one of two things for you. One, it's going to end up being a prison trip. And burglary of habitations, range of punishment is 2 to 20 years. Or either you're going to break into somebody's home and you're going to be shocked to find that they are at their home, and you may end up being shot or killed. And you know what people are going to say? It was justified. You're in somebody's home, you're not supposed to be. So I'm going to put down cats 1 and 2, but I can give you cats 1 and 2 course in 2 minutes. Don't take what does not belong to you, which people should have learned in preschool. And when you go to someone's home, only go if you're invited, and then when they ask you to leave, leave. Life is so simple, people make it so much difficult than it has to be. So cats 1 and 2. And the MRT, which is supposed to teach you right from wrong, which again, we should learn that in preschool, right? If everybody would treat others the way they would like to be treated, you would need the MRT course. So remember that as you're taking that course. I'm going to want him tested for levels. And those levels need to start going down. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor. Okay.
All right, so now the judge is bringing one of the crash victims into the Zoom hearing, and things are about to get really intense. This young woman is living with permanent injuries because of that night, and honestly, it's heartbreaking. Just imagine having your entire life turned upside down because someone decided to be reckless and then ran away instead of helping. That kind of trauma doesn't just fade, it follows you forever. And here's the thing, the court takes victim impact statements very seriously. In cases like this, what the victim says can seriously influence the final sentence. It's not just about what the defendant wants to do with their life, it's also about the damage they've already caused. So what do you guys think about this case so far? Is there any coming back from what he did, or is this where accountability finally catches up with him? Let's dive in and hear what she has to say.
Ms. Perez has some words to say to you. I require that everyone treat everyone with respect, so just listen and internalize what I'm saying. You may proceed.
After everything, I don't think that you should be in prison or, but I did suffer injuries that are like for a lifetime. And I just want you to understand that because I did go through all of that, you do deserve to go through some kind of consequence. Did I cut off?
Yes, you did.
They keep calling me, that's why. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's all I have to say. But I do forgive you. Like, it happened. It's been a long time already, but I just didn't, I hope you just know where I'm coming from, James.
All right, thank you so much. Do y'all need to speak with her?
I don't believe so. We have contact. We can talk to Ms. Perez after this. Thank you, Ms. Perez.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, probation will go over conditions with you.
Alright, so here's the deal. This guy actually got lucky the first time around. The judge gave him probation instead of the full 10-year prison sentence. Honestly, that was a pretty fair decision considering everything, especially with the victim showing a lot of grace and even saying she forgave him. Probation was his shorter second chance to turn things around without being locked up. But here's the kicker, he blew it. In the next clip he's back in court and why? Because he straight up refused to participate in his probation. No check-ins, no classes, no compliance, just nothing. Like, how do you mess up the one lifeline you were handed to avoid a decade in prison? At this point, the judge looks like they're about to explode, and honestly, rightfully so. Probation isn't a get-out-of-jail-free card, it's a test of responsibility, a way to prove you're serious about change. And if you completely ignore that, you're basically asking to be sent away. So what was the plan here? Just wing it and hope the court forgets? Let's dive into this next part, because the judge is about to hand down a reality check and it's going to be brutal.
Are you the same James Madrone who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 2437 for the offense of failure to stop and render aid serious bodily injury on March 21st, 2022 for a period of 10 years? Is that you?
Yes, James Madrone did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January and December 2023 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
State?
Your Honor, we waived the other violations alleged in the motion.
No objection.
All right. Mr. Madrone, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, I understand.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
It's not, Your Honor. We're going open. We are asking for the 10 years, Your Honor. I believe the defense must be heard.
All right. Defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, we're requesting that he be placed on probation, that he be given weekly UAs and intense supervision. Basically, Judge, this was a lot dealing with financial issues. He has 2 small children that he was responsible for, living with his grandmother at the time. He's now presently employed. I believe he has the resources now to continue taking drug testing and support his children. So I think basically, Judge, if we give him weekly UAs and ISF, put him back, not ISF, with intense supervision, that he's able to complete the probation successfully. You have anything to add, James?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right. You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
James Madrone.
All right. It says here that you didn't talk to the manager and you left when asked to stay in the lobby by the probation officer.
Your Honor, I was, my grandmother, thankful for her that she helped me with my burdens when I had to do these reports and everything, and she would have my kids in the car while I'll be reporting. So at that time, I really didn't have too much time to be there due to my being responsible for 2 children. So that was just that at that time. That was it.
Okay, that doesn't make sense to me. Your grandmother is helping you with your children.
Yes.
And how old are your children?
3 and 1.
All right, so she's helping you with the 3 and 1 year old. So you're telling me your grandmother drives you to see your probation officer,
Yes.
and then says, I can't wait.
Yes, Your Honor.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
It's just like I have a real no support, really none. It's just me out there.
All right, so your grandmother is not supporting you.
Well, in a way she is.
So now this guy is trying to explain why he ghosted his probation officer and his excuse. He says he had to go grab his kids. Alright, maybe that's understandable if that was the whole story. But then it gets weird. He starts saying his grandma was helping him stay on track, only to completely flip and claim he's got no support at all. Like what, bro? Which is it? You can't just make stuff up on the fly and expect the judge to nod along like it all makes sense. Honestly, his story is sounding more stitched together than a last-minute group project where nobody did their part and judges, yeah, they've heard it all a messy excuse. Like this isn't going to fly. Probation isn't just a friendly suggestion, it's a legally binding order. You either follow it or you go to prison, period. And instead of staying focused and consistent, this guy's up there acting like he can improvise his way out of a courtroom. What do you guys think? Is he just panicking under pressure, or does he actually believe this is a solid defense? Let's jump back in and see how the judge reacts, because at this point, the side eye must be real.
In a way,
All right, and then it says that they tried to have virtual meetings with you, and you kept rescheduling, and they allowed you to reschedule it and reschedule it and reschedule it.
again, I had financial burdens.
So you didn't have a cell phone?
No.
You couldn't get a ride by via bus?
Your Honor, my grandma lived in Leon Valley and she moved over there by Lackland Air Force Base, and I did not have reliable transportation.
Oh no, I know for a fact that there's transportation by via for Lackland.
Oh.
And you know how I know there is that? Because one time I made a mistake and got on the looper, which I believe is the 510, and it takes you all around the city. And I was like, wow, this is where the bases are.
Yes, but where I had to report was over there by 1604 in Bandera, which
Via.
yes, Your Honor. They canceled that bus route. I know it sounds like if I'm making it up or not, but yes, they did cancel that bus route for that reason. That drive was very, very extreme.
Did you pick up the phone, call probation, and say, hey, this
Yes,
is
Your
where
Honor.
I am? Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, any other questions?
Mr. Madrone, my name is Hank Wilkins. If I ask anything you don't understand, just let me know and I'll try and rephrase it, okay? Do you know the last time you reported?
The last time I reported was
This year?
yes.
It was this year? So would you just promise Len that probation thinks the last time you reported is November? Did you ever do the CATS depth course?
No,
You didn't do that. Did you do the CATS 2 depth course?
no,
Did you do the moral recognition therapy?
no.
Did you do anything on probation?
I had parenting classes that were available online, which I did do, and it waived over my community service.
I'm sorry to interrupt. How can you do the parenting classes online,
They
but
were
you
for
can't
free.
report? No, but you can't report to probation online. Explain that to me.
I did report to probation online every time I had a Zoom meeting, and when it was in person, it was hard for me to be able to report due to my lack of transportation.
Do you remember telling probation in January of this year they're not going to do anything?
No,
Do you remember telling them, I know the judge will reinstate me?
no.
This dude is so lying, like, tell me it's not obvious. Maybe it's just me, but everything about his vibe screams guilty. The body language sketchy, the awkward pauses, constant, and the way he's stumbling over his own words. It's giving, Major, I definitely said that, but I'm gonna pretend I didn't, energy dot, and then get this, he actually has the nerve to say probation won't help him. Like, bro, are you serious? Probation is the only thing standing between you and 10 years in prison. That's not just reckless, it's almost impressive how bad he's playing this. I mean, really, what did he expect? That the judge would just forget about his violation? Like, oh yeah, no big deal. Just ignore the court order we gave you. No, that's not how this works. You mess up probation, they reel you back in, so here we are. The judge looks done with the nonsense and is about to drop a sentence that might finally teach this guy a lesson he won't forget. What would you guys do if you were the judge? Let's get into this sentencing and see if justice finally catches up with him.
You understand that when you pled to this offense, that's a third-degree felony, right? You're looking at up to 10 years in prison.
Yeah, I do understand. Yes, I understand.
And you knew that And you still didn't do these conditions of probation, right? You didn't do the
No.
oral recognition therapy?
Not that I had faced financial burdens, so I did not have support from the mother of my children. She was attending school at the time, but now I have a reliable job. I have the means to prove to the court that I could be responsible in finishing my terms of probation.
Seems like the easiest thing to do would be to report, though. You didn't report it all this year, right?
No, because she said that she was going to file a motion to revoke, and I had said that, okay, that we have to do what we have to do. That's simple. That's what I had said in that response.
I'll pass away, Strong.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. Probation. Was there any restitution for Elise Perez and Kimberly Soto? All right. So this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find violation of condition number 4 true. The court is going to find you guilty. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. With regards to punishment, state, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, we're asking for the 10 years in prison. This is a third-degree felony. This is a SBI, Your Honor. Some other cases were taken into consideration in consideration of this plea. The defendant had position. He didn't do much of anything on probation. I was trying to get some more information today. None of the answers are very satisfying, Judge. So we're asking for 10 years from prison.
Defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, I asked that he be sent, continued on probation and sent to ISF for a period of time to get his thoughts together.
Right now,
be able to get out on the street and be a productive member of society and also a father for his 2 children.
All right. Oh, yes. You wanted to add something?
May I address the question?
Sure.
Yes, I would like to say that I would like to suggest no tolerant probation, where I may be supervising weekly UAs. I do not use drugs, and or an outpatient program, intense outpatient program that I can prove to the court where I can be responsible in completing my probation successfully.
Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do. As previously stated, the court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. The court is going to find you guilty. The court will sentence you up to 8 years in the prison. There's to be no unsupervised contact with the minors. The court will give you credit for any time served, and the court will request the therapeutic community. Did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it?
Yes.
All right. You do have a limited right to appeal, and that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on deferred adjudication. Do you understand? All right. Good luck to you. We can go off the record. Here's the thing. I can't force them to place you in the therapeutic community. You'll have to request that. And then it's completely up to them whether or not they place you in the therapeutic community.
Your Honor, what was the consequence again?
Oh, you're going to prison for 8 years.
I'm going to prison for 8 years.
Yes.
And that's the done deal.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Good luck to you. Okay.
Let me know in the comments what you thought about that sentencing, because 8 years is a long time. Like seriously, think back to where you were 8 years ago. I barely even remember half of it. Now, don't come for me just yet, but personally, I don't think he deserved the full 8 years. Hear me out. Yes, he absolutely needed to face prison time, no doubt, but maybe something like for years would have been a bit more balanced. That said, I'm not a judge, so I can't speak on everything the court weighed. At the same time, I get where the judge was coming from. This guy was handed a second chance and completely disrespected it. He blew off probation like it didn't even matter. And let's not forget he hurt multiple people and showed zero real remorse. That's not something the system can ignore. The law is built to protect victims, and when you act like you're above it, there are going to be consequences. Honestly, this guy might just be the blueprint for what not to do. So yeah, prison was the right move, and let's talk about that. Reaction at the end, priceless. He seriously looked stunned that the judge gave him the full 8 years. Like, what did he expect? Another slap on the wrist? It's almost like he forgot how serious this whole situation was, or maybe he really thought he'd just talk his way out of it again. Either way, watching his face drop when that sentence came down, that was something else. Alright, I'm wrapping the video up here. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to see more jaw-dropping courtroom moments, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and seriously drop your thoughts in the comments. Was the sentence fair? Too harsh? Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching, and take care.